The other day, a giant box arrived at the Game & Muscle tea drinking facilities. Contained within that giant box was a luxurious fabric Boulies gaming chair, because Boulies sent us this chair in order to tell you, through the format of video, whether or not this seat will make your Boulies comfortable. Let's find out in this video. Before we got this chair from Boulies, they sent an email saying, "Yo, Game & Muscle, you are a man of culture and great taste. What colour and what material would you like the chair in?" So I replied back saying I would love the chair in light blue and fabric, because I literally never spill food or get oil on my furniture. Well, it's not happened yet on this one. So yes, here it arrived, fabric and blue, and I think it actually looks pretty nice. Now, jumping straight in there, I know a lot of people are quite critical when it comes to these types of gaming chairs, but personally, I quite like this design of chair, and I've used these sort of gaming office chairs for quite a while now, different brands and different types. And for me, I find I get really great comfort from them, and this one is no exception. But what I will say straight off the bat is that if you live in a warmer climate, then you're probably much better off getting something with like a mesh back on it. But if you live in the frigid, miserable, rainy, grey Kingdom of Disunity, the UK, then actually this type of chair is quite warm and comforting. It's almost like a sofa, but in office chair, car seat form. You'll notice that it also comes with a lumbar support, this memory foam, and a headrest here. And rather ironically, it's marketed as ergonomic in terms of the actual back of the chair being ergonomic, and personally, I don't think that's really the case. If you have to put this on it, then it's not really ergonomic, is it, in terms of the actual chair? But this does add a ton of comfort to it. It is a bloody comfortable chair, and this makes it nice and comfortable for your head. So I don't think it's really a problem. I just don't believe they're ergonomic marketing, especially if you were to compare this to like a full-on hyper ergonomic office chair, the types that you would spend many hundreds of pounds on. That aside, what is really nice, and what I do think is ergonomic, are the armrests. And this is what's really great with these, is that you can actually adjust these loads, and these armrests are super solid. So you've got quite a lot of up and down adjustment here with the armrest. You've also got a button here that allows you to move it forwards and backwards quite a bit, a good 4 or 5 centimeters. And then you've got another button that allows you to move it left and right like that, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you've got different size desk heights and you want to get this in just the right position to support your hand, so that you can then put on your keyboard or set up however you want for your comfort, whether you're just putting your elbow on it, your whole hand, that is absolutely fantastic. And this also is really quite solid relative to the other types of armrests you typically get on these sorts of gaming chairs. Also, this sort of PU foam that your arm rests on is a really nice material. Nice little bit of padding to it. I'll poke it. You know, it's got a little bit of comfort to it, a bit of padding there. I think it might get a little bit sweaty if it's super hot, but very comfortable. Nice little bend to it there. Feels great, I have to say. It actually feels really nice. And for me, these types of armrests and this adjustability is what really matters for this type of chair, because if you're doing gaming at your desk, or you're on a desk for a long period of time, how you have your arms rested, unless you're using your actual desk to rest your arms on, but how you have your arms rested beforehand, it for me is really important. You'll also notice on the bottom you've got your standard wheels there. They're just your bog standard casters. Unfortunately, they're not locking casters, so if you were going to use this for sim racing, for example, you would have to put the back wheels in a shoe, or maybe swap the casters over for casters that have lock on them. but they're your bog standard wheel casters, very smooth. They feel like nice quality wheel casters. And then in terms of the actual chair mechanism, you have the ability to lock it in for your that sort of tilt there. You can lock that in so it doesn't tilt as much, although you still do get a little bit of movement. And then you've got the ability to also control the height with a reasonable amount of height adjustment. Not a huge amount, but enough that I think most office desks will be accommodated quite easily. But the key thing being these armrests will allow you to actually move these in the right place so your arms are in the correct position as well. Now, of course, one of the things I really like about these car seat style chairs is the fact that it has this lever, which is like a handbrake, that allows you to then adjust the back of the chair and really tilt it however you want, which for me, with my wonky donk back, I find is really convenient because I can get this to exactly the angle I want. Or, you know, if you're ambitious and you want to open your own dentist practice, you have that as an available option, which is fantastic that Boulies thought about that in these trying economic times. But yeah, you just pull the handbrake and it'll come up and then it locks into place once you've got it in position. I typically find I get it in a nice position myself that I'm happy with, and oh, there we go. You just leave it there, and I'll never really adjust it after that. I'll just keep it in what's just right for me. You can, of course, as well, also adjust the tension of the chair using your typical tension adjustment, and that is the sort of spring, the amount of load that it has for that tilt. If you tighten it all the way up, it won't move at all. If you loosen it, you can get it so it matches up with your body weight, so you've got a degree of adjustment between how sensitive the chair is for that tilting mechanism. I typically tend to leave these locked in rather than open, so for me that sort of tilting mechanism is not too important, but if you like it more loose, then I think setting up that spring probably matters more to you, because you can then get the rocking really nice. But you know, it's just got all those standard adjustments that allow you to get it into just the right position that's comfortable for you, depending on how you have things set up with your desk and how you like to game with this sort of chair. So in conclusion, it looks nice, it feels nice, and is very comfortable so long as you use the memory foam lumbar and the foam headrest. I will also say that the actual build quality of it seems pretty decent. The armrests in particular are really nice quality, and the bolts and the way it all goes together, the underframe of the chair and everything is all chunky and solid, so you can tell they've not really cheaped out on that fundamental construction. As for total durability over time, you just don't know until you put the time on it, but the chair does sell with a 2-year warranty, so hopefully if something did break, they would fix it. But that is really it for this Boulies fabric light blue gaming chair. I'm going to be having this in my office. We'll do an update after a period of time of using it, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this gives you an overview of these Boulies chairs, those of you considering to get one. I can't tell you if my Boulies are comfortable yet though. Check out the link in the description, click the subscribe button, give us a like if you enjoyed this, but until the next one, happy tea drinking and goodbye guys.